11/17/25. That's November 17th, 2025, 7 a.m. I just came over to a half mile north of Fairbank on V68. There was a fraud over here. I saw the headlights on around 5:57 a.m. There were two vehicles. I saw them come onto the yard from over at my parents'. I was up all night, so I saw them come over here. One was a pickup truck that drove past my parents at about 6:05 a.m. after it came from the driveway here. So I don't know who they were. Criminals were on the yard here at 5:57 a.m. to about 6:05 a.m. And I just got here just before 7 a.m. Approximately, I don't know, 6:50 or something like that. This is again for youtube.com/@symbol. See the @ symbol down there now? @ youtube.com/@symbol. WADEALANHEINEMNMN and x.com/WADES2ND. Almost needed a new paper, but I got it on here. 11/17, 7 a.m. So I don't know who the criminals were. As usual, there should be never anyone over here other than myself and my father, who it's his farm and he farms it. He hasn't farmed it he didn't farm it this year. He didn't farm anything this year. He helped out former neighbors. But you can see this is translucent. And it glows like a diamond does. It's not quartz. It's got a skin on it, so the skin lights up too. So that blocks a lot of the translucence, but you can see it's pretty translucent. It kind of glows through the whole stone. It just, it would more so if that skin wasn't on there from being many, many thousands of years on. The other rock is behind here, and this one does the same thing. It's dirty though. This one's got clay all over it yet, so it's not quite as translucent, but you can see it's got similar glow. Over here it's more clear, and over here it's got that kind of pinkish glow. So so those are diamond as well as the other stones that I have. I've not worked for anyone since 2018. I've had no sexual contact since 2017 or physical contact other than hugging my mother a few times, which I don't need the hugs. It's my mother that always used to ask for hugs. Anyone calls on me their dog, pet, cat, horse, computer, subordinate is a fraud. I am not a submissive person. It was indicated that I'm submissive to either a female or a male. No, the only way they would be calling me submissive if I was asleep and they showed up and did something to me while I was asleep. The pathetic shitbag thieves. It was indicated that one was a Spanish speaker calling me submissive. I've not known a Hispanic male ever. I've never had any connection to any Hispanic male. So those would be thieving trespassers breaking in. So we'll go over from that over to these valuable stones, and you can see, just show a few of them here that they are translucent, just like the other ones. So there's one, that one's opaque. There's other opaque ones in there, but not a lot of them. Not a lot of opaque. So there's that. What else do I need to do? We'll put my hand here. Scarred finger. A flashlight in my mouth here. Should have just turned this light on in here, I guess. And as you can see, I'm in the little shed here. Fed the cats in here, and then I'm going to sign off at 7 a.m. Don't know what fraud was over here at 5:57 a.m. to 6:05 with two vehicles. One was a pickup. Arrest them. They are not to be here. I don't have any connection to anyone other than my parents since 2017. Other than my business stuff, stuff where I go buy stuff with cashiers, clerks that I talk to, customer service on the phone, stuff like that. Other than that, the only connection I have is to my parents since 2017. Not even talked to my brother or any other family other than my Uncle Ron, who was the executor for my Uncle Dorland's estate. And I ran into my Uncle Fred, who's Galen. His name's Galen. He's a white guy in his 70s. Indicated it was a black guy. Now, I've never had any black family. So, 10.7-inch hands, and then we'll sign off. Never been in the military, never been married, not been on a plane or jet since 2011. I've not met anybody or made any plans to meet anybody. So do not meet anyone. I do not work for them either. Those are frauds, the people that pretend to be me and, communicate with women in my name or claim they know me or I'm connected to them. They're not. I'm an individual, absolutely not connected to them, don't work for anybody. I'm not part of a team or I don't have any, a bunch of family members around here that I talk to, just my parents. They're all frauds that pretend to be those things. I don't know co-workers, no best friend, no friendship since 2016. That's an important point. Someone pretending to be having an active friendship with me since 2016. All of it is staged lies. It might seem hard to believe right now, but all of it is staged lies because I indicated that these people are staging all kinds of lies to make it look like I have a connection to them. I don't. I'm an individual, don't have any connection to anybody. Nobody's getting any inheritance from me. Any of these valuable stones will be passed on to a general fund for Native Americans, survivors of white schools for Native Americans. 50% goes to them, and 25% to the Iowa tribe, and then 25% to all Native Americans. And that there's no reason specifically for that other than I think they would be the best people to, take care of things in the way I would like to see things taken care of in the United States. That's the only reason. And they have that mentality. So signing off, as far as the land and how things are treated is what I'm talking about. I know they can be as savage as we can be, or, white people can be as savage as they can be. That term savage is a term that is unfairly used against people that are being persecuted. So, but I know we both can be savage. So, that's not what I'm talking about. There's no perfect people, but as far as their way of being and the way of treating things, that's who I would like to have whatever I pass on. There'll be no individuals, and I've not had a relationship with my son, nor any children, so they will be excluded until such time as they have a relationship with me or try to have one with me, because anything else can be faked. So nobody will benefit from an insurance policy from me. It's already been set up at the lawyer. If you try to do that, you're going to go to prison because there's no one that has a financial interest in my life. So you're going to go to prison if you try and cash in an insurance policy. You're getting nothing unless you're those three entities I just mentioned. Signing off, November 17th, 2025. Don't know what frauds were here at 5:57 a.m. to 6:05 a.m. with two different vehicles. I saw them from my parents as I was parked over there. Signing off.